Reading through a few articles, I'm always confused and bewildered actually by all the experts who talk about the socio-economic impacts of sleep disorders. And what they usually do is they quote these numbers which relate to billions of dollars of effects that it's having on our economy. But hold on, I want to get back to some fundamentals. The whole idea of the World Sleep Day is to raise awareness of the impact that poor sleep has on our health and well-being. And one of the most important pillars of good health starts with getting adequate and healthy sleep. And by the way, you'll see this list of activities regarding sleep hygiene, and one of them often is not having your pet in the bed. And of course here you see Lucy hassling me, and she will often, it's the one thing that I haven't managed to do in terms of sleep hygiene, that is get Lucy, our beagle, out of our bedroom. And she's a good little snorer, by the way. So anyway, I'm not going to bore you with too much statistics about sleep. I'm not going to bore you with Lucy snoring or anything like that. But I do want to highlight to you, first of all, what happens when we have prolonged poor sleep. There is a higher increase of cardiovascular disease. We have impaired cognitive performance. Our immunity is impaired. There is a higher risk of inflammatory diseases. We have a higher risk of neurodegenerative diseases. The risk of cancer are higher. There are higher risk of poor mental health outcomes, leading to depression, and higher levels of anxiety, and the two do feed off each other. Has that convinced you to make sure you get a good night's sleep? Now, the other thing I'm not going to do, and you were just reading articles and so on, and I will have mentioned getting 8 hours sleep, whether should it be 9 hours, but I do fine on 6 hours. So I'm not here to argue about how much sleep we need today. I just want to get you back into a pattern of getting a better night's sleep. And do remember that our sleep is not one continuum. We go through quite a few sleep cycles, and at the end of each sleep cycle, we do wake up, but then we usually fall straight back to sleep into the next sleep cycle. And we should cycle through these at least 5 to 6 times every night. Now, of course, the good news is there are some very simple things that you can do to improve your sleep. And I'm not going to be telling you, you know that using this as you're in bed last minute, oh, I just got to check my last minute emails. Oh, I just got to check. Oh, if somebody liked me on Facebook or whatever. No, you know that that's not right. And so it will take a bit of discipline. Just these little things can do a lot to improve your sleep. But of course, what I want to spend the rest of the few minutes that I have with you is really talking about aromatherapy and how aromatherapy can be built into part of that good sleep hygiene practices. And essential oils have always played a very important role for promoting better sleep and more restful sleep. What's more exciting is that we now have all this research which has explored how essential oils can impact the neurotransmitter pathways. And in particular, there's been a lot of focus on lavender and those essential oils which affect the GABA neurotransmission pathways, which is, by the way, very important for promoting a more calming and sedative effect. And most of the outcome from that leads to better sleep. Now, most of the studies that have been done don't often just involve lavender, but they also involve one of the key components, linalool, which is found in lavender, and linalool as well has been found to be very useful. That's why often in my blends, The supporting essential oils to lavender are those linalool-rich essential oils. So that's really just a tip about how essential oils can be blended. Now, lavender is amazing on its own and does work alone, but essential oils typically work in synergy. That means that when you blend several oils together, they just enhance the overall efficacy of the blend. I'm going to talk to you and introduce you to two of the Perfect Potions classic blends, but the first one is Sweet Dreams. It's everybody's favorite, and it's everybody's favorite because I think I made it over 20 years ago, and it's such a simple blend. It has petitgrain, clary sage, Roman chamomile, and sweet orange. Now, why did I choose those essential oils to enhance the effects of lavender? Well, petitgrain is very rich in linalool, and it boosts, and in doing so it just works together with lavender to really enhance the efficacy of lavender. But at the same time, it also cuts that lavender note, that really florally note, which not everybody likes. Petitgrain gives it a slightly fresher note. Now, clary sage and Roman chamomile, I call these the top guns of dealing with anxiety and with dealing with stress. So together with the lavender and together with the petitgrain, they really help to improve poor sleep. Often, when I blend, I look at the subtle effects of the essential oils. And if you're familiar with aromatherapy and the essential oils, clary sage, for example, is often associated with helping us to make more sense of our dreamscape, of our dreams. It encourages better dream recall. I actually think that ability to recall the dreams means that you are getting more sleep in your sleep cycle as part of your deep sleep phase of your sleep cycle. So that dream recall enhances what is often, you see all those sleep apps, the deep sleep, which means you're getting very good restful sleep. Now, on the other hand, not everybody enjoys that scent of clary sage. It's quite a rich herbaceous aroma, but together with lavender, it's amazing. So after many years, I decided to create a new sleep blend, which I call Snooze. Now, I wanted to make this a little bit more different. I think that Sweet Dreams is better for that long, deeper, more healthy, deep sleep phase, but often people are quite, it's like you go to bed and you're feeling restless, you're feeling anxious, you're carrying all the burdens of the day. I love this word. You are ruminating. You still as you are trying to fall asleep. So what I did with Snooze is, of course, we use lavender. It is the building block of any good aromatherapy blend for sleep. But it has vetiver and petitgrain and sweet orange. Now, the main difference with the vetiver is it gives it a slightly deeper, earthier note. Now, I'm going to draw on my background in Chinese medicine as well, my training in Chinese medicine, because I think the Chinese medicine approach to a good night's sleep is very good, and we need a balance of yin and yang energy. Now, yin is very important to help us relax and to sleep at night. So vetiver is very nourishing for the yin qi, for the yin energy. And when we nourish the yin qi, we get, it helps to reduce that anxiety, that irritability and restlessness that we might encounter when we have difficulties falling asleep. That's just a little bit of an insight into why I created the Snooze blend and why we've created the beautiful Sweet Dreams. Sweet Dreams started off as a pillow mist because it is such a simple, easy way to use the essential oils at night. Some of us may not like using the essential oils in a diffuser. If you do have a diffuser, just make sure you turn the night light. Most diffusers have a light. Please turn it off. The other option is a beautiful balm. What I like about balms is balms retain the scent for a lot longer, and so just massage those tight parts of the body, the neck, the temples, on your wrists, in order to use the balms. So I do hope that you will be able to get a more restful night's sleep. And I'm sure when you look at the statistics, 1 in 5 Australians are having trouble with sleeping, and the poor quality sleep leads to so many potential health problems. And by the way, check out he's one of my favorite guys on TV at the moment, Dr. Michael Mosley. He's got a show on SBS at the moment called Australia's Sleep Revolution, and it's a 3-part documentary. And what he's done is he's selected like some of Australia's worst insomniacs, and they're actually being treated at the Adelaide Institute for Sleep Health at the Flinders University. And I think what they're doing is they're working on some of the latest concepts behind improving your sleep. So it is really worth checking out. But I do hope that as part of your sleep hygiene, you make use of the beautiful products that we make at Perfect Potion, the Sweet Dreams range and the beautiful Snooze essential oil. Thank you so much, and please take care and have sweet dreams.